Okay. Boy. In this video, I'm going to eat, smack, and chew my oatmeal because I'm hungry. And also try not to choke too much. But the point of this video is to not choke. Anyway, I'm very hungry. But I also want to fix this code. So let's run it and see what we got. This is Michelle's cipher program. And I'm going to see if I can make some minor improvements. So the first thing is, she's got two label frames right here. And I guess if we scroll down, we'll see that she's got a message label frame right here and an options label frame right here. And they're both parented with root. But I bet you, if I asked Michelle why it's called root, she wouldn't know. Because personally, I don't know. So I'm not going to call it root. I'm going to call it application. 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 Now here's another thing that she keeps doing. She keeps forgetting to put the line feed at the end of the file. Okay. We should be able to save. Run this again. It should still work just as it did before, because all I did was change the variable name. All right. Now, create an application, set its title, set its size. Also would be nice to center it in the screen when it starts up instead of starting up over here. Let's see what I'm talking about. But that's not a biggie. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here is the flow of code or data. If you want to encode a message, you put it here. You put your text in here, set your options, say cipher message. If you want to decode a message, you put it here in encoded area, set your same options, and hit cipher, and then it shows up here. And I'm not a fan. Personally, I think whether you want to encode or decode the message, the text should go at the top, and then when you hit the cipher, the text should come down, the results. But this is interesting because this one is called decoded. So Let's find that. Right here, decoded label. That's this right here. She's placing a label on a grid and sticking in all that stuff. So I'm going to change this one to be message, input message. And I'm going to change this one to be result or output message. And the question is, where do I begin? All right, there's another thing I want to get to first, though. So she's got this function here called clear fields. Really? So she's got this function called clear fields, and she's got this variable called clear fields. So she's got a button. She's got a clear fields button and a clear fields function, which is interesting because it should be a naming conflict. But I guess when this code gets executed, this clear field doesn't exist yet. There's only this one right here. So it finds and executes the function with no problem. However, if she tried to do that a second time, then this clear field is going to refer to the button and not this function. So that's one thing that needs to be corrected. Usually people just say they append the GUI element name. Okay, I think that's all we need to fix that. So let's close it, save it, run it again. Let's type some stuff. Notice we can type in both. Let's set some options. And now let's clear the fields. And notice that only these two fields were reset and these two were not. And that's because when she does the clear fields, she's doing the Caesar button and the Veneer button, but she's not doing the encode and decode buttons, which are right here. So let's put a break here because that's taking care of the text boxes. That's the offset. That's the cipher method. And then we'll take the encode button and the decode button. Put those in the functions, close the application, save and run it again. It's not in the center of the screen, so I gotta keep moving it. We'll set some options. It's nice she's got these radio buttons working correctly. And these are fine. Clear fields, and they all get cleared now. Okay. And before I go moving these fields around, correcting this, let's just convert all of this into an object. So we'll come up here. Class application is a TK def init now we don't know the way to do that. So let's go to the browser. Okay, we're not seeing what we're looking for. It's not there, but we know we pasted that link over here. So let's go get it again. Right here. Right here. Okay, so we need this. Primarily, that's what we need. So we'll just paste what we need. We don't need that. Make sure these are spaces. So now we have an application that is a TK. So what we're going to do is we're not going to do this up here. I'm going to put this at the bottom. Our application is not going to be a TK. It's going to be a Cipher app. And we're going to put the main loop after we've set it. And so this thing is not just an application, it's a Cipher application. Okay, so at this point, all we've done is create an application object, derived it from TK, modify the code to not just create to use a TK, but to use our thing. We should be able to save, close, run, and it's not working because application is not defined yet. Okay, and that's happening here. But the application object isn't defined until here. So actually this code here needs to be down here for now. Okay, let's save and try that. Okay, get our window back. So now application is an object. Well, it was always an object, but it's now our object. What we want to do now is start moving these things into the application class definition. I guess we'll just do them all at once. So we'll come up here. And we're just going to put them inside the init function for now. So we got to tab them over a couple of spaces. Bang, bang, bang. Now, this is not going to work anymore. Crashes because application is not defined. And that's right here. Actually, let's check. The line is line 14. So it's line 14 right here. So instead of application, we want to use self. Let's run it and see if the line error moves. So now the error is on line 29, which is right here. Self, oops. We want to use self. Copy paste self. So we want to put self here. Let's look for application. Guess we got to spell it correctly. Okay, so we have an application. Got a title, main loop. Interesting. Okay, so the application was only the parent for the two label frames. So now, this is still going to be very broken, but that's okay. Let's just see what the problem is. Oops. Okay, that almost looks like it'll work, but it won't. It won't. Let's see what this one does. Cyber options. Oh, that's pretty fancy. Cipher options. But she's passing the options here. Oh, okay. Button options dot get. Okay, let's see what this code is doing. All right, every time there's a placement on a grid, I'm going to put a new line. I don't understand this code. So okay, this method for sure should be part of the application class. This method should also be part of the application class. Okay. So this could be part of the class too, but it doesn't have to be. So this is cipher message. This is cipher options. Interesting. This is a Caesar cipher. This is the Vince whatever cipher. But the problem is this one is pulling options from here. Wow. Wow. Okay, so the radio buttons get attached to a variable. And if, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, let's start at the top. Self.message. There we go. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Let's just do all these at one time. Like that. Get rid of the extras. No, we don't want to do it like that. We want to do it like that. Okay, so now all these variables are no longer global. But let's see if this code even kind of sort of works. Get into deep. Message is not defined on line 17. 17. Self.message, 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 self.message. So all the parents need to have self. Self.options, 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 options, 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 button options, button options on line number 40. Right here. Oops, go back. Probably the same with these. Okay, now you're complaining about clear fields, which is on line 56. Will that work? Okay, got a window again. Alrighty. Now you call decode box. It's like this clear field wasn't defined because it's inside. It's fine. Okay. All right. This is a test. Let's use a Caesar cipher of 7. Let's encode it. Let's break it. Okay. Cipher options is not defined on line 53. Line 53. Okay, why does it keep wrapping around? Annoying. Line 53 here, cipher options here. All right. Close, run it again. Let's just hit the button. Okay. Okay, I guess we gotta pass self in here. No, it's not the one. Well, that one too, but this one for sure. Okay, so this is a test. Caesar, let's offset it just by 1 character. No, let's do 0. And let's not set anything there. Okay, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Okay, so line 78. All right. Okay, let's hit the button. It's fine. This is a test. No offset, Caesar, encode, bang. Offset keyword entry line 79. Okay, same problem. All right. Just keep it in the center this time. This offset with 0, Caesar. Encode decode is not defined. That's on line number 111. Okay, that's because now we're reaching into the application object. Since encode decode is no longer global, we don't want that. We want that to come in here. So let's just say method. And let's just go up here to encode decode. So who calls this? It's called right here. So let's just take this, get here, and put it here. Let's put a comma there. Okay, let's just take that. Oh, look at that. This is redundant. So she's checking the encode here, and she's checking the encode here. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to use method. So then we're going to, instead of using encode decode, we're going to use method. Method. Okay. Okay. Let's say cipher encode click 135. This, all of this. Yeah, all of this needs to go out of here. Okay, I'm going to call this results, like that. And then I'm going to do that everywhere. Put results. And then we need a self here. Okay, it's a little complicated. Let's say we do that. With results. So then what we can do up here is we're going to cheat. Okay. So now, put a C here. Okay. Why am I catching the V? There. There. Okay. So really, I don't even like this. But we're not going to worry about it. That still works. Let's say we want to do a Caesar encode. Update results is not defined. Caesar encode, bang. So that might have worked. So this is a test. 0 offset. This is a test. Okay, that looks right. Let's try 1. Okay, RSTU. H became I became J. Okay, that part worked. Let's try this other one. Okay, here's our message here. Okay, so now we have to paste it down here, here, decode, here, okay, that didn't work. Okay, what kind of messages are we getting over here? Encoded box, line 92. Okay, we gotta put these subs in. So and so. Okay, now encoded message. Okay, gotta go back and get it again. Get it from there. Paste it there. Put in our key. Still got a problem. Okay, encode decode is not defined on line 165. This one. Oh, because we didn't fix this one yet, so we want to put the method. And up here, we want to pull it here. there, and there. And then we need to use it here. And here. We still got it here. So this should be message. I guess we're doing the same debug print up here. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Okay, let's go back and get the message. Put it down here. Here. I'm still not happy. 190. Oh, because we got that stuff there again. Don't want that. Here's our message. Here's our key. I want to decode that. You are able to decode this. So that's kind of sort of working. That removes all the globals. Cleaned it up. What else? So that's going to be it for this one. In the next one, I'll move the fields around. So we'll come back over here. I'll move these around. So the flow is from top to bottom. Also try to get some better values for these buttons. Actually, these buttons should default to something. Like probably it should be defaulting to do a Caesar cipher encoding. So this one should be checked and that should be checked. And that's the way it should start. And don't really need a clear. Except for clear's not working. Okay, 61. That's because we need self here. Okay, let's try that. Pretty good. Default, clear, clear, clear. Good. Still works, and it only took 40 minutes.